hippie and Lil Skunk. Rolling big doinks, laughing, getting lit like punks. Anytime we sneak away, you know what we gon' do. Hit that hideaway high like it's deja vu. Every day we float, every night we fly. Clouds rolling deep like the moon's our sky. Ain't no stress, just puff and play in the hippie hideaway. Hey, 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 hideaway. You know we get high today. Hey, hideaway. Just sneak away and fly away. Yo, it's not a weed big, bro, we break life. Time and place where the smoke never fades. Hey, come hang with the hippie and Lil Skunk. Rolling big doinks, laughing, getting lit like punks. Anytime we sneak away, you know what we gon' do. Hit the hideaway high like it's deja vu. Every day we float, every night we
This production is brought to you by DHBN, WTHC Radio, and Stoner Records.
Hello, everybody. Oop, I started early. My bad.
No, it's okay. I allow it.
All right. I think maybe you started late.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll allow it. I was
Tell
looking at our friends. We have our friend Fluffer here, WTHC Radio Fluffer in the house. Our friend
Love her.
Andy. I've heard that you've booked, Andy. I heard you booked an event. You'll be interviewed here on WTHC Radio soon. I'm excited to hear that. Welcome in. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Hippie Hideaway. We are, I am the hippie, and that is Lil Skunk.
Yes.
I see T-Bro over there. How are you, T-Bro? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and or share. Yeah. So, Skunk, what's new today? How was your day?
It was all right, I guess.
All right. That's just all
Yeah.
right. I mean, you got
Yeah.
to hang out
Nothing-
on the air at WTHC Radio. That must be just a thrill in its own.
Well, yeah. I even volunteered my time and went an hour early.
I know. You're amazing. You're an amazing man.
I'm the
Very
MVDJ.
MVD?
J.
MVDJ.
Yes.
Most valuable DJ. This week. Hi, Curly Kel. Welcome in. Thank you for
Today,
being
anyway.
here. Today. All right. I'll go with that today. Yeah. I signed off way early today. I said, I'm done. I got to get prepared for the show.
Right.
Greatest show on earth, the Hippie Hideaway.
Did you call it a spectacle?
I called it the greatest show on earth, bruh.
Oh, I thought you called it the greatest spectacle on earth.
No. You know what I want to talk about today, though? I want to talk about
Spectacles?
No.
Oh.
I need to get some new ones. I think I'm going to get yellow next time.
Yellow what? Oh, spectacles.
Yeah, glasses. I think yellow is my color.
Well, wait, hold on. I was talking about a big event spectacle. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Not my
spectacular.
glasses.
A spectacular.
Okay.
Not a spectacle.
I'm just too lazy to say it all.
Like if you're making a scene, you're making a spectacle of yourself by.
Yes, that's what I was
saying-
talking about. Like us right now. Yes.
Yeah, you're making a spectacle out of us by talking about this.
Oh, okay, then go ahead.
Did you get the point now, though? I mean, I don't mean, oh, I could probably take down the hey brother from the fluffer. Huh? Yeah, that'd be nice. All right. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that.
That means he's still here, I guess.
I don't know. Andy says amen. Amen. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We need audience participation today. So this one goes, first we're going to start out with, first we're going to talk about our movie. Me and Skunky went to the movies the other day.
Yes.
You remember the date?
I remember, for God's sake, I do.
Was it just me and you, or did we have other friends? We had somebody else there with us, right?
Someone was there, yeah.
Was it Weird Matt?
That would be my guess. He's about the only one that stays up that late.
He's the only one dumb enough to sit with us and watch.
You and I were dumb enough to watch it.
Oh, it was horrible. Horrible.
Hmm.
All right. So, I mean, yes, we're going to give it a popcorn thumbs up or whatever. How many popcorn bags are you going to give it there, Skunk? Oh, let's tell them what the name of the movie is first.
Okay, you
All
go
right.
ahead because I forgot it. It was so good.
Oh, all right. We went to the movies, Skunky and I. I bought him a large popcorn and a large soda with 2 straws. And we went and we saw Squatchers. Yes, Squatchers.
Oh yeah, Squatchers. I
Oh,
remember.
it was a beauty, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Now,
what Squatchers was a group of friends who
it
wanted
was
to be
kind of like
Sasquatchers.
don't you think it was kind of like a bite off of some other yeah, well, that's why we're giving you a review. That's why we're gonna give you a review, Curly Kel, but thank you. Yeah, so it's like a bite off of something that when we were younger, and they kind of just remade it and put a Squatch there instead of like Jason or Freddy or somebody. You
Yeah,
know,
except it was not.
it felt like that, but it felt more like the Wayne's brothers, like scary movie.
Yes,
Stupid.
let's call it Horny.
Let's call it Porky's
Pop
without
Horny.
no, let's call it corny. Is that
Pop
what
Horny.
popcorny? All
Pop
right, it was
Horny.
definitely how many popcorny bags will you give it? I give it 1 popcorny bag because it's so
Yeah, I'd throw one at it and eat half of one and throw it then too. 1.5.
1.5 popcorn baggies.
Yes.
I'm gonna eat half and throw half at that fucker. Then if I knew we could eat half, I would have ate the whole thing and just threw the bag.
Oh, I
It
never
was
thought of
horrible.
that.
It was horrible. It was a horrible movie.
Mm,
No, you
maybe
can't even say what was one good spot in that movie. There was nothing.
one. I've got it.
Somebody mentioned something about was it T-Bro? Who told us? Oh, we're talking about the movie Squatchers. Me and Skunky had a date last week in the Discord, and we hung out, and I was the
He
big
didn't.
spoon, and
He didn't even bring any weed. I had to supply it all.
I was the big spoon.
Cheapskate.
I had to concentrate on that.
Oh, well, whatever.
Whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
we ended up in the same room, and we ended up watching a movie together, and it was called Squatchers. The Squatcher. It may have been could have been the Squatchers.
But no, I think it was just Squatchers.
So let's give them the premise. So it's like this 35, 40-year-old male, right? Well, how old do you think they were playing? They could have been acting younger because it felt like it was.
Yeah, probably late 20s and early 30s, I would guess.
Yeah, all right. We'll give them late 20s, early
Maybe.
30s.
Maybe it kind of reminded me of a
Kind of reminded me of wrestling.
You know what I mean?
It kind of reminded you of what?
Boy Scout pack, something to that effect.
No, it reminded me of now you made me forget. I just said it. Now I forgot it already. It reminded me of like, it was so horrible. It was weird. It was so weird. It was like it reminded me of wrestling. That's what it reminded me of. It was like fake wrestling. Not the real wrestling that you watch, the fake
Right,
stuff.
the WWE's a real wrestling.
Right. Anyway, so it's a 30-year-old guy, and it starts out. The movie starts out, and he's sitting in the restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, a kitchen anyway.
Yeah, something, and they were celebrating his birthday, and there was 3 or 4 or 5 friends there. 4, I think, in the beginning. 3 friends and him. 3 friends and him, and
2 dudes and a chick.
Yeah, and their gift to him was that they finally said, "We're gonna go on this stupid this stupid Squatch fest hunt that you want to go on,
right?
And we're gonna help you search, and we're gonna take you, but you gotta promise." And this is how weird it was. It was like, you gotta promise that you're not gonna ask us again after this.
Right.
And they were like, and he was like, "Oh man, I don't know, but all right, yay!" And then they put birthday hats on like small children, and they sat around and ate cake and discussed really poorly. Yeah, Squatch hunt. Yes, they
Yeah.
discussed poorly how they were going to go on this Squatch hunt. Now, the character's not one person that I recollected. Did you
No.
recognize anybody?
Nope.
No,
No
nothing. There
one.
was nobody.
Oh, hey,
Maybe
I
that kid
only.
was John Ritter's kid. He kind of had a John Ritter look about him.
Oh, I
Yeah.
only recognize Squatch. That's it.
Yeah, he did look familiar. I've seen him before, but he was even
Mm.
horrible. It wasn't their best. I mean,
Well,
you think
no.
with today's day and age and the stuff that they put out, they could have come up with a better looking Squatch than this looking half monkey looking plaster of Paris
Excuse
facing
me.
looking thing that was painted
Well,
brown.
I'll tell you,
All
if
right,
you
go ahead.
were a 8 or 9 or 10-year-old kid interested in whoops, in
Squatch.
Squatch, then that would probably be an okay movie for you to watch.
Well, yes, I think that we didn't read the rating. We probably should have read the rating because
You invited me, bruh.
I
It's
don't
up to
know,
you.
bro. I watched Minecraft the day before. It was amazing.
It was even worse.
Yeah, no, it was good. It
I
wasn't
don't know what Minecraft is.
bad. Well, let me explain. It's a game.
Okay.
and
Oh,
you
good
play it.
grief.
Yeah, but then they turned it into a movie about the game, and they were actually in the game. They became part of the game, and it was really cool. It was good. I saw a stolen copy though, so it wasn't videotaped as well as it could have been, I think.
Copyright infringement.
I didn't do it. I just read it.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Moving
Mhm.
on. We have to do a 420 song. Don't let me forget that. We have one coming up
Right.
in a little
Good
bit.
luck.
Let's talk about our guests. We have some wonderful guests coming up.
And
This
you.
this Friday, we have Seth Hoover, everybody. Seth Hoover. Oh, I heard crickets in there too. Oh,
Yeah,
all right. Calm down. Calm down.
You don't fill
He
up
stood
cup of
he stood us up twice. I can't guarantee he's gonna be here.
That's where the crickets came from.
Oh, that's why the crickets were there.
Yes.
I'm hoping. He promised, he pinky swore he's coming. He's coming. I'm not even kidding this time. He says he's coming. We're gonna talk about the Rabbit Jam.
Yep.
Hot new item on the market out there, the Rabbit Jam.
Well, if he cancels, you're going to have to let me know a little earlier this time. I don't got anything good laying around here that I
You
see.
gotta start finishing up that iced tea gallon I saw you drinking out of earlier. I saw you. Anyway,
I got an idea already.
then it's official. I talked to him again today. Young Native will be joining us on
Yep.
Saturday night. We're going to talk art. We're going to talk his art that he makes. The beautiful art, I would call it, what would you call it?
I don't want to use
indigenous art.
Whatever the term is, I don't want to use the wrong one and piss everybody off. But yes.
Yeah.
I would listen. I'm just going to say it like the Alaskan, whatever that is.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know.
I didn't want to say it. So now you
Hey, I don't know what else to say, bruh.
We'll have to ask when they get here.
Yeah.
Anyway, there is a chance that Grizz Brown, he's always welcome. Grizz, if you're listening, bro, you can come.
Grizmo.
But if not, it'll be definitely Young Native. And if you saw the show when the clan joined us last time, it was amazing. And he pulled up a piece of art that he was just barely working on, and it was beautiful. So I'm very excited and looking forward to seeing the rest of his stuff. And I asked him if he would be bringing some stuff as well, right? Tribal art and stuff like that.
Don't ask them to bring the munchies. They said salmon patties. Don't ask them.
I think it was Grizz. I think maybe it was Young Native who said the grizzly.
I think it was.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, don't bring no snacks. We'll cover the snacks. Yeah.
It was like
Now,
bringing peanuts to
Granny
the
has a
toothless
show
guy.
on Monday night. Monday, Granny, can you remind me who you have on Monday? You told me today, but I forgot. I got to write it down. You have somebody coming, somebody special coming on this Monday night. I'm very excited. I don't remember though. Yummy. Ugh, yuck. Granny. Yuck. Salmon patties
For munchies? Nah,
for the munchies?
that ain't even good for real food, bruh.
Yeah, that's
Let
like,
alone munchies. Hell no.
yeah.
That's like bringing a can of peanuts to the toothless guy's house.
Bringing peanuts.
Oh, it's happened.
It's happened.
Yeah.
Piss you off,
Why,
huh?
why don't you bring a load of Snickers bars too?
That's right. You're
Dumbass.
bringing Granny is going to have a chemical engineer on who also uses marijuana to help
Oh,
with their issues. I don't remember all the issues. It didn't refresh very much in my memory, but
what did you say he was? A chemical what?
engineer. Salmon patties. I love them, she said. She's all caught up in the salmon patties. All right.
Well,
Moving on. So we
okay.
talked about our movie. Now let's move on to something very important.
Wait. You
Okay.
told me to name one good part in the movie.
Oh, right. Name one good part of that movie.
Okay. So they were all caught by the ranger, dude. Long story sooner, Sasquatch rescued them all, and they all got back together, and Sasquatch walked up behind them and was standing there waiting to take their picture, get a picture, and no one had a camera.
Oh, my
So
God. That was amazing.
he lowered his head and walked away.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was an amazing
Right.
part of the movie.
And then at the end, Sasquatch showed up again with the dude, the main squatcher. And this time he had his camera, but
Mary.
Sasquatch knocked it out of his hand and took his picture, but his finger was in it. So he had a picture of Sasquatch's finger.
Yeah.
After all that 2 hours of misery, that's what it was.
It came out that he ended up getting a picture of Sasquatch's finger from the inside. It was horrible.
Right.
It was a horrible movie.
Yeah.
I told
You're
you
right.
I knew it in the first 10 minutes. I was like, we should probably shut this off. But you were like, no, let's watch it. I love it.
That might have been Matt saying that, actually.
It's the Squatchers. I think there's an S on the end. It probably is, like I said, Granny, it would probably have been great for the grandchildren, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was good for, I would say, 10, maybe even 7 and under, you know, like 4 and under.
It was nothing bad.
No, there was no, I don't think there was a curse word
Nothing.
in it.
No.
No, maybe one curse word or something.
Yeah.
That I may have missed. I don't want to say none. But it was I was saying a lot of the curse words. I was like, what the fuck are we watching?
You ain't lying. We was all saying that.
Oh, it was horrible.
Some of us just wasn't saying it out loud.
Oh, yeah, but then I go to hang up, and I'm figuring I'm the only one there still watching, and everybody else had left except for Skunky. And I said, oh, that guy's sound asleep, I'm sure. So it ends. It's got like, it's not even out of the credits yet. And I'm like, all right, Skunky, thanks for letting me watch that shit with you. And I hang up.
You did say that, yes.
I said, thanks for letting me watch that shit with you. And I hung up on him. And then 2 seconds later, he hung up right after me. I was like,
right.
He watched the whole thing.
Imagine staying awake for that crap, but I can't stay up for the fights.
I know. We can't.
That's odd.
We fall asleep while we're watching UFC, but we're staying up until midnight watching that getaway movie.
I might have a theory on that one.
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm ready.
I get tired of watching my guys beat your guys and fall asleep.
I'm tired of letting you pick all the time. I always get the losers for some reason.
That's because I pick after the fight's over.
I know. That's how you win
Yes.
most of your championships. You're still
Right.
an Eagles fan for now, right?
I am, yes.
Right. All right. Moving on.
Okay.
Toilet paper or bidet?
I guess. I'm nah. I'm going with toilet paper, bro. That's all I got to say about that.
I don't know. As a larger
Huh?
fella, I gotta say I would rather have somebody squirt a hose in my ass. Yeah.
Well, how in the hell do you dry it?
I
Or do you
don't.
just pull your drawers up and it's wet?
You just drip dry, I think.
Oh, now it's extra 10 minutes to sit there.
No. You just let it drip dry in your drawers, I think. That's what I do.
God.
That's swamp
Yeah,
ass.
this is
It's
right.
swamp ass. It's like automatic swamp ass after
You can bite and small pass.
it's like it's like those flushable wipes. Like you wipe your ass with it, but then you're all wet, and then you go walking 5 minutes later, and you're like squeak, 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 squeak.
Excuse me again. Yeah.
Your ass cheeks are squeaking together. You all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay. I am.
I'm glad.
Me
All
too.
right. What's my pet thinking right now, Skunky? What is your pet thinking right now?
I don't have one.
You got to voice my pet, it says.
Your
You're
pet?
my pet. You're my pet, Skunky.
Oh,
What are you thinking right now?
what the fuck is he talking about?
This is stupid.
What? Yeah. What am I thinking right now? I don't know nothing, man. I've had a tough time thinking all day.
How the fuck would I know what you're thinking? All right, moving on. Let's go to the other questions. If you name your bong, is that emotional attachment or stoner rite of passage?
Ah,
That would go to you.
yes.
Yeah,
Stoner rite of passage.
right.
That's my final
Right.
answer.
All right.
I had to
Here
call.
we
I had
go.
to call.
Oh, we never gave any popcorn bags before. Let's get the popcorn bags. We did kind of. I gave it one popcorn bag.
Right. I threw mine at it.
You threw yours at it. It was
Yeah.
a horrible
Yeah.
movie. All right. If
Yeah.
anybody, unless you're 10 and under, I guess. If you have children,
Mhm.
I guess you got to be older than like 4 or 5, though. I think it's a little scary.
Yeah.
You're a little young, right? That wasn't really scary. I mean, the girl almost fell off that log once or twice.
That was a good part.
That was kind of scary.
Yeah.
My heart up in my throat. Yeah.
She didn't though.
No. Would have been better.
No. That would have made it way better.
Might have made the storyline a little better if she would have passed gas. Sorry.
Right.
I didn't say it. If popcorn is just an angry corn, what pissed it off?
That movie, bro. That's an easy one.
That movie. Right.
Yeah.
That movie pissed it the fuck off, man. That's what
I would have to say the heat pisses it off and makes it pop. If that makes sense. Hippie.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry, I was reading. Can you fail a vibe check if you're too high? Or do you just become a part of the vibe?
You just become part of the vibe.
Yeah.
Well, I do anyway. I don't know. You know the skunk vibe?
Mm-hmm. If your cat judges you when you're high, is that emotional abuse?
I don't have a cat, so
We did miss 420.
NA. Hey, don't forget 420.
You are so stoned, bro. Who's in charge over here?
The old guy.
Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we missed 420 as usual. So, that being said, we're going to try to catch up now. Here's our friends, our old friends. We love them, but they've since moved on and broken up into 2 different bands. But here's calligraphy with THC.
Hey, it's Bill Schmidt Jr., a.k.a. Billy Blaze, a.k.a. 420 Kid of the Holistic Cloud. R.I.P. to my man Derek Crump. I want to give a shout out to calligraphy. My dude Means, little homie Manuel Noriega, Big Just, Rossi, Jack the Apostle, The League.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Big buzz till little crumbs broke up in the bottom. Feel like autumn leaves falling. Only problem needs solving is seeing who I'm calling for some trees to indulge in. Need to holler at Billy, he keep his head in the cloud. Bel Air Kush by the bush, wow. Screaming loud, still smoking, having nice dreams, floating through space. So when they ask me how high, my reply, I'm half baked. Sir, smoke a lot. Doctor said I need a bacchiotomy. Prescribe me huckleberry and lemon cherry gelato, G. I take it back to rolling in the Optimo, blowing smoke out my nose, dropping ashes on my clothes till I doze off. I'm so fried, no lie. Got you afraid of heights, scared to look down, you so high. Cause when I spit that shit, it's like I lit that shit in the crowd. Pass it around and let you hit that shit.
Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed. Weed is all I breathe. Broke down leaves. Roll up in the leaf for my relief. I'm in love with the THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. 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 Good sunshine in my pocket on a Sunday stroll. Homie got the rap, give me the sack, let the good times roll. Therapy, earth, body, and soul. World, give me beef, Bel Air Kush, give me mental control. L lit, back row, 5 hats told. The studio we roll, bring relief. We the music, all I need to know. Healthier than pill pop. Mother, give me herbs to fill spot. My medication can't do a kill shot. Many strands, lay hands in stressful situations. Out of all the girls in my life, Mary Jane, a reservation. Here in 23, raise your hands in liberation. A celebration, history free from information. Stand up, provide the right education. Show love, holistic cloud, politic throughout the nation. Making it stop debating Billy Blunt, stash, flavor, taste the weed. Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed. Weed is all I breathe. Broke down leaves. Roll up in the leaf for my relief. I'm in love with the THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. 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 Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
There they are. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're no longer a full group. They've broken up into two separate groups. There's still calligraphy, and now there's council. The council. So
Council 2434 or something. I don't know.
I don't remember. I can never remember the numbers. Unfortunately, that's the bad part about changing your name and putting a zip code.
2432, I think. I don't know. Anyway,
2432. Yeah. Anyway,
we saw them.
Yeah, we saw them live this summer.
Uh-huh.
Past summer, we saw them from
Yes.
a distance. From a distance, I sat way back. It was very high, very high.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm not sure I was far enough back, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Well, that
you
was
want
your
me to say?
that was your real first experience with a concert of that type, correct? Have you? I don't know how many concerts you've ever been to. Have you been to any?
Yeah.
You've been to some, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So the only thing I would have been to that's like that, when I was in high school, they had a I forget the name of it. Jamboree in the Hills. Dude, and it was not far from where we're at. It was just straight out 70 like that was. But it was just a big country music festival on a big farm, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So that would have been the only thing that I've been to that's close to that.
Everything else has been bigger.
And yeah, indoors and AC/DC,
like,
you know,
like,
shit like that.
yeah, like all
Yeah,
the
good
cool,
bands.
the cool shit, right? Oh, well, these guys were good. It was a good show. I saw
Right.
we saw Muck Sticky that night. We got to see.
I gave Muck some knocks. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. And then we got to see Bonsai as well. So that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one coming up in Ohio called Camp Kevin. You guys need to go. If you're in the Ohio area, Camp Kevin, go check it out. Look it up. It is getting thrown. It's being put on by the folks from Elephants Dancing. And I know a whole bunch of other bands. Some really cool bands, including Elephants Dancing, will be playing that weekend. It's going to be a great time. And I was speaking to the missus, and she said, no fucking way. So I'll probably be going by myself. But yeah, I'm probably going. Most likely going. Yeah. July 12th and 13th, I think it is.
Where?
In Ohio. Oh, no, it's in the Western PA. Western PA. Like going.
Oh, nice. That's near Ohio, Tucky.
Western. Yeah, it's closer to the Tucky side of Pennsylvania.
Right. I guess right smack in the heart of it, bro.
Yeah, that's Elephants Dancing's van's name is Kevin.
Yeah.
And they named it after their van.
Right.
So it's Camp Kevin. Because they didn't want to name it after one of each other, because then they would all get pissed at each other. Why'd you get to name it after you, Michael? Oh, because it was my idea. You know, the whole thing. Anyway, I don't know why they named it. They told us why they named it Camp Kevin. It was something to do with their van. Anyway, moving on. We're going to play a game now. You ready? It's
maybe a former drummer that was injured or something. Something to that effect. I don't remember.
Oh, it's the band. Come on. I said it already. All right. We're going to play. Are you smarter than a skunky?
Doubtful.
All right. Well, here we go.
All right.
It's A, B. This is 4. A, B, C, or D question. Okay, Skunky. Which cast member of Jackass, the show, was arrested for swallowing a condom full of weed in Sweden? Was it A, Steve-O, B, Johnny Knoxville, C, Bam Margera, or D, Wee Man?
Am I giving the audience time to go first?
Yeah, you could give them time to go first. You can go with the letter A, B, C, or D. I can repeat it again if you'd like. And then Skunky will give his answer.
What was the one you couldn't pronounce? That's not fair.
That's Bam. His name is Bam. He's the big guy. Oh. Bam Margera. Okay. Margera.
All right.
Bro, you can write the name out if you can't remember what letter. You can write the name out. That's fine. It's either Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, Bam, or Wee Man. Anybody else going to put their answer in?
I got to tell you.
Go ahead.
I've never watched that a lick in my life because I think they're all dumbasses.
No, they're jackasses. It says it right in the name.
Yeah, I know. But Jack's not bad enough for what I think of him. Anyway, with that said, my first choice would have been all of them dumbasses probably did.
Good guess, but no. The answer is Steve-O. If you guessed Steve-O, you are correct.
That would have been my guess.
Moving on. What 2016 presidential candidate said, I smoked marijuana twice and it didn't quite work for me? Was it A, Bernie Sanders, B, Donald Trump, C, Hillary Clinton, or D, Ted Cruz?
Again, all losers.
A bunch of jackasses again.
Yeah. But I gotta say that I don't know why, and you're going to give me hell. That sounds like something a woman would say. So Hillary.
Hillary would say that?
That's what it sounds like, something a woman would say.
I smoked it twice, but I didn't get high off of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody in your crowd,
Wait.
you guys want to say it? Bernie Sanders was A.
Hey,
Donnie was our president now. Donald, Sir King Donald.
he smoked crack, bro. He didn't smoke.
Hillary Clinton, lock her up. Hillary, we all know her. And of course, Ted Cruz. Who's it gonna be? All right, I see some guesses out there. The correct answer is my main man, Bernie.
Uh-huh.
My hippie friend up there, 30 miles from Canada, up in Vermont.
I'm 2 for 2, bro.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Much like fight night.
Nobody said Bernie up there. Holy moly.
I did.
I know. You were the only one. Everybody else guessed everybody but Bernie. All right, here we go. Moving on. After the Marijuana Tax Act, Samuel Caldwell was the first person arrested selling marijuana in 1937. How long was his jail sentence? A, 2 years, B, 10 years, or C, 4 years?
I'm going to tell you what.
I wish I had my Jeopardy music so I could play.
I wish I could use my Google like everyone else.
You just told them. None of them obviously were using it. They all got it wrong at Dinkleberry. Oh, sometimes I wonder.
I'm going with 4 years. I don't know what's going on. I can't see the chat.
The chat says, Granny says, wow. I think that was towards the last one, Bernie. She was surprised by Bernie. Everybody else is saying 4 years, 4 years. Andy says 10 years.
Could have been back then.
4 years, 4 years, 10 years. Anybody else? You guys going to put it in, or you're not? You don't want to be challenged by the brain of the skunk. What are we going to do today, Skunky?
Skunk power.
Take over the world.
No.
Oh, all right. The correct answer is C, 4 years. 4 years.
All right.
4 years, yeah. All right. Moving on. What product has a fake? Let me make sure I read these correctly before I read them. What product is it? All right.
Yeah.
What product has a fake penis with clean piss to pass a marijuana test? Is it A, the urinator? B, the strap-oninator? Or C, the whizzinator?
Oh, God. That certainly can't be. Is that real?
Those are the only three answers, bruh.
What in the fuck?
The urinator, the strap-oninator, or the whizzinator?
I think I'd just quit smoking pot to get a job before I did that shit. The Lord.
Listen, that's for the girls. The girls got to use that. Oh, no,
Wait.
it's for anybody. I'm sorry. I'm thinking
a girl can't use it.
No,
they're watching, see her pecker fall out. They're going to know something's wrong, I believe.
Listen, Ella, it's just clean pee. It's not a penis. I guess there's a penis. I read a penis, right?
Yeah, a penis hater or something.
No, urinator, strap-oninator, or whizzinator.
Oh, I'm going with the skunkinator.
We got a strap-oninator. We got two whizzinators. You're going with the skunkinator? No, I don't get the skunkinator.
A better idea.
Hi, Jerry. How are you, sweetie? We're playing Can You Stump the Skunk? Yeah.
I'll take the one nobody's got any of.
Well, that was the A, but then Curly Kel just took A, so it would be you and Curly Kel.
Strike one.
Strike one, Curly Kel. Strike one. You do. Don't ever take the one that he's taking.
Right. I know you're not smart as the skunk.
All right. Well, then that's going to prove it because she is wrong. The skunk and her are wrong. It is
You're as smart as me.
the Wizinator. The Wizinator is the
Look
correct
at this here.
answer.
Is that true?
I'm just reading the card, bro. I don't know. I'm just reading the
I
card.
I guess I don't take urine tests to get a job, so I don't know.
Yeah, they have a thing, but I didn't think it came
Lord.
with a penis. I kind of just thought it was like a hose, and you kind of just let the pee out the hose, and it goes in there. But you got to keep it in your balls or in your pants somewhere to keep it warm, so it's like body temperature.
Right.
But
Well,
that's all I've ever heard.
I've never took a drug test where someone has watched me. To be honest.
Me either. You know, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, except for the cameras, but I figured they're in there.
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine
I
doing
have.
all that and nobody washing you?
Well, I mean, but you still got to have the clean stuff. So you got to, well, now you don't. Thank God for not having to have clean pee as much anymore in my state, anyway. Oh, and by the way, Pennsylvania, big news. Yeah, Granny shared it with me earlier. I saw it the day before where they said it went through on Sunday, but then it went through again today or yesterday, Tuesday. Pennsylvania, we're sneaking it through when nobody's looking.
Through what?
Recreational going to be here, and I'm going to be able to grow in the next couple months. It's going to be sweet. Whoop, whoop, just in time for harvest season. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, moving on. Which U.S. president tried to decriminalize marijuana in 1977, Mr. Skunky? Was it A, Gerald Ford?
Yes.
B, Jimmy Carter? C, George W. Bush? I don't know if it was W. It just says George Bush. And D, Richard Nixon.
He didn't last long enough, dumbass.
I'm just reading the card, sir. A, B, C, or D? A, Gerald Ford. B, Jimmy Carter. C, George Bush. D, Richard Dickie Nixon.
I know this one.
Oh, good. All right, let's see. T-Bro says Ford. Jerry, you're more than welcome to join in and give your guess. Kelly says B, Jimmy Carter. She keeps saying whatever Andy says. That's convenient, huh?
Somebody's Googling.
3 Carters. We got 3 Carters so far. We got a George Bush.
Nah, he was way after that.
Yeah.
Nixon was before it.
Did not have sexual relations with that woman. Oh, no, he's not on there. Sorry. All right. And the winner... I'm stoned. I don't remember me either. I don't remember any of this.
The winner is
1977, it was James Carter. Jimmy Carter. Yeah. Jimmy Carter was the dude that tried to decriminalize.
Well, that would have been my guess, and not to be political, it seems that wasn't what's his name?
Say it. You know you want to say it.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Go ahead.
What was the first guy? Ford.
Gerald Ford, yes.
Was he not Republican?
Correct.
So it seems to me that the red Republicans are more against not having marijuana than the Democrats are. So
having a good time, buddy. That's what we call it.
Well, at any rate, that's what I tend to notice.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Which member of the Beatles was arrested in London after police found 120 joints in his home in 1969? Was it A, George, B, John, or C, Ringo? I guess Paul was a goody-goody, huh? He didn't even make the list.
It was the 5th Beatle, Skunky.
The Skunkarella.
Yeah.
Skunkarellis.
I have no idea about that one.
It was A, George Harrison, B, John Lennon, C, Ringo Starr. Who got busted with 120 doobies?
Ringo Starr.
I got a Lennon. I got a I think more blue states is legalized. Absolutely. All the blue states are probably legalized. C, I got a Ringo. See, that's where I would
Someone else
probably
knows
lean.
too. Thank you.
I would lean towards Ringo as well. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
lean towards Ringo as well. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
Could be.
Anybody else want to put their guess in? Feel free to guess. It doesn't cost you any money. We're playing just for friends, just for frenzies. It's just
Right.
for fun. We got about 15 minutes left, and then we'll be wrapping it up and calling it a night here in the Hippie Hideaway.
T-Bro's cheating. I know he is.
Who's what?
T-Bro's cheating.
T-Bro's probably got his Alexa right there.
That's what he does. He's
Yeah.
cheating.
He's always been a cheater, you told me. All right, the correct answer is George Harrison. Hey, George Harrison. Nobody wins, you losers.
Yeah.
George Harrison. All right. Anyway, I didn't mean to call you losers. I love you all.
Okay.
TV. This next category is TV, and it's worth 50 points. 50 points. What Saturday Night Live alumni was kicked out of school for marijuana, then given an honorary degree from Regis University? Was it A, David Spade, B, Dana Carvey, C, Bill Murray, or D, Edward Murphy? Eddie Murphy.
Oh. Odd. I thought it was Dan Aykroyd.
I didn't say the one you thought, huh?
Right.
Yeah, I didn't say Belushi. That's what I was thinking.
I have to go back to the drawing board here.
Gilda Radner.
I missed that one.
You missed Gilda Radner? Me too.
That was the answer?
She was a hottie. No.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
Choices are not even Gilda Radner, dude. Sober
Well,
up.
how did we get Gilda Radner in this?
I don't know. I said I was naming people that it should have been before these guys. David Spade. Oh, you want the whole thing, T-Bro? I'll say the whole thing over again. Everybody pay attention, please. It is what Saturday Night Live alumni was kicked out of school for marijuana, then given an honorary degree from Regis University? Was it A, David Spade, B, Dana Carvey, C, Bill Murray, or D, Eddie Murphy?
Dana Carvey.
Boom, 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 boom. He's Canadian, you know.
Well, I don't know.
I don't either. I think he hangs out with Mike Myers up there in Canada, though.
He seemed to be the goofiest one out of all of them.
Take off, eh? You hoser.
Yeah. He was a church lady.
We got a C for where did we all start here? I lost where we started. Jerry, did you start with an A?
Who?
I don't know. Jerry, maybe.
Jerry.
Woody Harrelson, he should have been busted too. The correct answer is C, Bill Murray. Bill Murray. Moving on. This one is sports related. This is a sports related question, and it's worth 30 points.
The Jets.
Which UFC fighter said, I'm against testing for weed at all? It's not a performance enhancing drug. Was it A, Conor McGregor, B, Holly Holmes, or C, Ronda Rousey?
McGregor.
Dang, I suck at this, she said. I'm not going to say yet, but everybody gets a chance to guess until everybody gets a chance to guess over there.
Well, if they can't beat me, they're not
B, Holly Holmes. We got a B, Holly Holmes. We got a McGregor from T-Bro. We got a McGregor from Skunky. Another Holly Holmes.
The suspense is killing me.
Sorry, buddy. You want me to whisper it in your ear? Another Conor McGregor. I think that's just about everybody who's been participating. Any last minute people want to jump in, show off your brilliance?
Or non-brilliance.
Oh, I will. I'll jump in. I'm going to jump in and say, doos. It was Ronda Rousey.
Well, listen, why would you say that with an accent like that? That's cheating.
Because that's how I talk. Nebraska. Hi, Susan. How are you?
You tricked me.
Knowledge is the next topic, and it's worth 30 points.
Oh, boy.
This author, considered the master of honor, said, I think marijuana should not only be legal, it should be a cottage industry.
A what?
I'll read that again. This author, considered the master of honor, said, I think marijuana should not only be legal, it should be a cottage industry. Was it A, Eli Roth, B, John Carpenter, C, Stephen King, or D, Anne Rice? Is that going to throw you off?
No, but that's who I would guess because that's the only author I know. So
you're going to go with Stephen King?
Yeah, that's the only guy I know.
Okay. You don't have to yell at me, bro.
But he doesn't write those kind of movies, I don't think.
But he's just talking about marijuana, I think.
Yeah, but whatever the movie you named didn't sound like one of his.
It's not a movie. He's just considered the master of horror.
Oh, then I'm going to go with Anne Rice.
Hey, don't let me talk you out of it. You go with what your heart says.
You already did, bro. You better not be cheating me again either. Damn it.
All right, as everybody's guesses in, the correct answer is not Anne Rice. It's John.
Why did you say she?
It's John Carpenter, you dumbass. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. It's Stephen King. You were wrong. You changed your mind.
It's still the only author I know.
Right, but I got you to change your mind, and it was him.
Right. You son of a gun.
I'm sorry. All right, moving on. Culture. We're going to culture, and this is worth 40 points. 40 points.
Right.
The cannabis plant, according to what mythology, has ties to the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility? Is it A, Norse, B, Greek, or C, Roman? The cannabis plant, according to what mythology, has ties to the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility? Is it the mythology of Norse, Greek, or Roman? Those are your three choices: Norse, Greek, or Roman. Andy and T-Bro both say Greek, and so does Jerry.
I'm going to say Norse.
Norse, Norse.
Yeah, I think those were like the Vikings.
All right. Greek. Everybody in the crowd is saying Greek. Skunky is going with Norse. Is that everybody's final answer?
I'm a leader, not a follower.
The correct answer is the leader, not the follower. Norse. Norse is the correct answer. Holy shit, you are a genius.
You can say that again.
You are way smarter than T-Bro. You keep telling me, and I'm like, no way, man. T-Bro's way smarter than you.
Whatever.
All right. Well, you're proving it to me. You're proving me wrong tonight. You're proving me wrong.
Let me run this by you.
Okay, go ahead.
Since you have the love of pre-rolls, if I have my medical marijuana card,
right,
I should have a nurse rolling joints for me. Now, when I go to the dispensary and get my pre-rolls, do I have my own person back there rolling them? I wonder.
No, I'm going to explain something to you about pre-rolls. They go like this.
I knew
They're
I'd
like,
get you.
They're like this first. And then they get the dustpan, and then they're like, and then they pick it
That's
up. And
never been proven.
they put it on top of that machine, and it goes, and then
Well,
it falls in there with the bugs and the roaches and the paper clips and the formaldehyde, and then they roll it up and they push it out the door and they give it to you for free for $5 or their cheap prices. Yeah, no,
okay.
I don't know nothing about no damn pre-rolls, bro.
So anyway,
What?
Setting all that aside, is that okay? So it must be my own nurse sweeping all that shit up and making my pre-roll, I would assume.
Somebody, if you want to call her nurse or him nurse, yes.
Great, I have a nurse.
I think it's a bud tender, though. I think it's your bud tender. Very much like a bartender.
I prefer nurse since it's medical.
All right. Moving on.
Right.
In certain parts of Africa, marijuana is called which of the following? Daga, Lolo, or Sagra?
Huh. I should know this.
They call them caregivers in Michigan. See? You have
Except I don't speak South African.
I didn't say South Africa. I said
What'd you say?
Parts of Africa and certain parts of Africa.
Well, South Africa is a certain part of Africa.
It is. It is. It could be parts of that area.
Could you say them again?
I have Timmy has gone with Sagra. Jerry says, thanks, guys. I needed a good smile. Well, that's what we're here for. We're going to be here every night, most nights, unless we have another show going on. Then we will be doing that show. And we'll probably
or a
be
cramp
here
in my hand.
Adrian, what's up, homie? Good to see you. High five. All right. We also have another person who says, Andy says Daga, which was A. Jerry also says Sagra. That's two Sagras and a Gaga. A Daga. Daga.
I'm going with A.
You're going to go
and
with A, Daga.
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
Why are you going to go with that?
Because, as you know, our old friend Martin made that voiceover that says smoke weed every day, and then he said it in his language anyway.
Right.
And A sounds like what he said, the best I can remember.
So he said Daga marijuana every day.
Yeah, smoke weed every day. Yeah. So that's what I'm going with. Fascinating.
Smoke Daga every day.
No, that Sagra.
Are you going with A or C? Sagra?
Sagra was A, wasn't it?
No. Sagra
Then I'm going with whatever that is.
C. Sagra.
Okay, then. That's it.
D. A is Daga.
Yeah, see, hell with it.
Oh, thank God this is the last question. Oh, well, I talked you out of it again. It's Daga, you dumbass.
Well, I'm going to listen to it when we're done here.
Oh, smoke weed every day.
Of course, he may have a different language in his part of Africa than
right.
some parts.
No, the correct answer is Daga. A. Sagra is not the correct answer. No, I'm sorry. If you chose Sagra, you're incorrect. But I got Skunky to change his mind twice. I'm not a follower. I'm not a follower.
No
leader. In this 1994 movie, Jay and Silent Bob sell weed in front of a convenience store. What's the movie? Is it A, Mallrats, B, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, or C, Clerks?
Jay and Silent Bob, I guess. Let them ponder that.
So Granny said clerks. Adrian says mall rats. T-Bro says Jay and Silent Bob with you. Andy says Jay and Silent Bob. Jerry says Jay and Silent Bob. What's up, Steve-O? You heard anything on that marijuana thing, bro? I saw you sent me something, but that was like more of a lead up, right? To the whole thing. Say vote yes on 3 on May 3rd. I hope it went through, bro. I hope you're able to get everything you need, man. I do. I know you're in pain and you need it. All right, the correct answer is C, clerks. I want to thank everybody for hanging with us tonight. It has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You guys got to get here earlier. We get here at 8 p.m. on the East Coast, so whatever, an hour ago. We're here every night, 8 o'clock, me and the skunk in the Hippie Hideaway. And then, of course, if we have, like Mondays, we have Granny, so her show is always on Monday, so we're off. Me and skunk
At
don't
8?
work that night.
8 p.m. our time?
8 p.m. Eastern. Yep, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Yeah, Granny's is 8 p.m. Eastern as well. Thank you guys for having fun and hanging with us and having a great night. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate
I'm sorry you're
you.
not smarter than a skunk.
Sorry you're not smarter than a skunky.
Right.
He said that, not me. I think you're all smarter than he is. That's why I brought this game out. No offense, skunk. All right, you ready?
Nice.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye, skunky.
Peace.
Peace.
I got a hat now.